small-cheeked youth and rosy-lipped maiden, 'tis time to frolic in the fields and gamble on the greenzo. From the heart of rural England, where time has conducted its very own bypass operation, we present ye oldie Noel Edmonds Saturday Roadshow.
It gives me very great pleasure to declare the fate open. It gives me very great pleasure to declare the fate open. Welcome to this charming part of the British countryside. I regret that we are unable to use the marquee because of a double booking. Unfortunately, there's a wedding going on in the marquee, so we find ourselves on the village green, thoroughly enjoying ourselves with the annual village fete. We have a tombola at the end with a special star prize, so please look out your tombola numbers and do look in the current edition of the Radio Times. You'll find your personal number printed. And, of course, we've got all sorts of excitement in the show as well. We've got some of those very obscure and unknown pub games, and some with a familiar ring to them.
You do it that way, you see.
Yeah.
You look at it, so it looks long.
No one else has got eyes that wide, to be honest, but anyway.
Well, I've got a lot of brains in my head. I don't know what your problem is.
Right, if you feel... No, hand by the side. And then when you get there, hand up.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, there you go.
Right, wrong way round. The ring's... Hold on, the ring's not right.
And we will have Wait Till I Get You Home. Lawrence will be telling us all about his father, what he looks like, and the tremendous respect that he feels for him.
Well, he's got black hair, and he has hair like that, and then he has millions and millions of hair, that thick, coming out all around and on top, and he has a little fringe going like that.
What sort of person is he?
And he's a sort of a pillock.
Well, we've got Daniel a little bit later on. Now the Roadshow is here in this wonderful rural setting. By the way, in case you're wondering about the village, the name of the village, it's Upper Low. And in about 43 minutes' time, we'll be taking you to Lower Low. All right, think about it. This particular stall is the White Elephant stall. We've got all sorts of bric-a-brac and stuff that's available here. It's all for sale during this edition of the Roadshow. We've got something that you might quite like, the trousers previously worn by the runner-up in the Ferret Down the Trousers competition. Talking of which, the whole area is overrun with moles, and if you want a bag of your own moles, I'm terribly grateful because it's affecting the cricket. Oh, poor Brian, who was at the ice station, he's still not thawed out. Oh, poor thing. Now, have you any idea what this is? This, I must say, this fooled me for a while. It's a pitch, and also it's got prongs on the bottom. Yes, it's a pitchfork. Old-fashioned entertainment and fun. The kids are enjoying themselves. We've got a coconut shy. We've got the cake stall, which is really brimming with lovely things. The local primary school are doing a gymnastics display. Oh, wonder how that happened. Probably through no fault of his own. And, of course, we, as always, in our special VIP enclosure, have some members of the local community. And I'm delighted to say that we've got some Morris dancers with us here. We've got Morris Smith. There he is. And Morris Oxford. And Morris Minor, yes. We've also got, as you can see, the village librarian present with us. And the village postman, Pat, with his black and white pen. And there is the wife of the local squire, yes. A very warm welcome to Lady Chatterley. What a lovely hat. And what's the bird on the top there? Is it?
It's a plover.
Oh, plover. Oh, that's Lady Chatterley's plover. And the village idiot, of course, is there, Silas Nugget. Good to have you here, sir. Also, we have a brand new, exciting television game. It's called Out of Your Mind, mainly because it requires your intelligence and it's likely to drive you stark staring mad. Out of your mind. You must be Karen.
Yep, that's right.
You must be Ron.
That's right.
Now, Karen's 26, personnel administrator, loves hoarding clothes,
Just a bit, yeah.
got 4 jam-packed wardrobes.
Yep, that's right.
Make all the clothes sticky. And, yeah. Ron's 29, he's a table liner from Hackney.
That's right.
What does that mean?
It's old furniture, the leather tops, engraving them with gold and stuff like that.
Oh, that's exciting. And he's... Out of your mind. Do you know the psychiatrist thing about word association? The game you play where I say tree and you say leaf.
Yeah.
This is completely the opposite. And whoever wins will go on to our exciting game against our special star guest. So I am going to say to one of you a word and you must say something totally dissociated from it. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
All right, Ron's going to go first. We have a real brain box listening out just in case there is a link spotted. And also if you hesitate. The sound you will hear is... You have 30 seconds. See how long you can keep going, Ron, without saying anything that links with frown,
Ceiling.
heart,
Chair.
blackboard,
Vase.
cab,
Plant.
dairy,
Camera.
numbers,
Screen.
deliver,
Drive.
sausage,
House.
sausage,
Car.
sausage,
Windows.
sauce,
Hammer.
tea,
Screwdriver.
drown,
Globe.
ferry,
Mask.
ticket,
Flowers.
soccer,
Light bulb.
shout,
Wood.
strike. Very good, very good, very good. Okay. You've got 28 to beat. Let's go with dock.
Table,
Minor.
carpet,
13.
sofa,
Deliver.
plant,
Sausage.
television.
Tea. Oh, you were tough there. He's going like that. Oh, you're tough, but he's counted you out on that. Oh, what a shame. Thank you very much for playing. You don't go away empty-handed from the Coke... No, you're all right. No, it's a beautiful cake. One of Mrs. Gillespie's cakes from the cake stall over there. If you don't like it, Karen, you can swap it for another one. Thank you very much, Lee, for playing along. We'll see Ron with our special star guest a little bit later. Ron.
Oh.
Ron. Try that game. It's a lot more difficult to do than it really appears. Here's another one that's a bit tricky. We took this along to a pub. The idea is that you take a rope from one wrist to the other wrist. Your partner does the same thing, except that you actually put the ropes through each other. Jolly difficult to get out of. At least this lot found it tricky.
I want to break free. I want to break free.
Twisting there, twisting the night away.
We gotta work it out.
To be close to you.
I want to break free. I want to break free. Let me shake me anywhere you want. Long as you love me.
Can I get my leg over yours? Oh no, sorry.
Chains, my baby's got me locked up in chains. God knows
That's it, no, but you're better off than you were. Well, we are.
Yeah, very good. Now
Now you start.
just
Well, as you can see, some 20 minutes later, you're still no better off. Join us next week to find out whether they've succeeded. Until then, good night.
Good night.
string.
Boris, why have you got such big turn-ups on your trouser legs?
Well, I keep my first aid books in there, you see.
Have you been on the surgical spirit?
No, really, no, it's a turn-up for the books, you see.
Well, Look, this really isn't possible, is it,
It
Noel?
is possible, and before the end of the show, we will show you how it's done. You look wonderful in uniforms.
Do you
Mark,
reckon?
Clarence and Joy, you look a picture of loveliness.
We feel it.
I had no idea you were first aiders. St. John's ambulance?
Mind you, round here, you see, posh place like this, you don't call it St. John's.
No?
No, it's St. John's ambulance.
Have you been busy at the face?
Oh, yes, it's a mine of disaster, isn't it? We've had nosebleeds and cuts and grazes and... Mind you, we're feeling much better now, thank you.
Clarence and Joy Pickles. Thank you. Thank you.
The single syllable game. The idea is you've got to talk on a specific subject using words of just one syllable without hesitation for 30 seconds. We'll play it with these 6 viewers in just a moment. But you know, there's always one person who won't cooperate.
Excuse me. Oh no! Could you talk to me? Could you talk to me for 30 seconds using words of one syllable? Using words of one syllable. 30 seconds. Words of one syllable about your favourite music. Starting now.
No, wait, this can't be happening. Wait, stop. Oh no! What are you doing?
Come on, it's very easy.
What do I do?
You've just got to talk for 30 seconds about music using words of one syllable. What?
Oh my God! The camera's man.
And he did agree to do it in the end. Hello, D Duke.
Hello.
An engineer from Ashford in Kent.
That's right.
Without hesitation.
A domestic engineer.
A domestic engineer, eh?
Right.
One of those, all right. 30 seconds. Words of one syllable, please, D. On the subject of international espionage. Go.
I don't know a thing about...
Sorry, D. Hello, is this Derek McGrath?
Hi,
A laundry manager.
I am.
Go. On the subject of homemade wine, Derek.
It is good for you in small bits. It can make you have some fun, or it can make you bad. It can be quite fun, or it can be...
Hesitate. Too slow. Hello, Philippa.
Hello, Noel.
You nearly lost out on a chat. I thought he was going to do it. Talk to me about
No, it's a really bad line.
Hard luck. Can you hear me all right?
No,
You can't?
no.
Oh, dear. I will come back to you.
Okay.
All right, see you in a moment.
Okay.
Bye, Philippa.
Bye.
Hello, is this John Chrisman?
It is, yes, no.
Hello, John. In Mid Glamorgan, would you talk to me about the village fates, please? 30 seconds, go.
Could you say that again, please? The...
Village fates. You're playing for time.
Right.
Go.
They are not at all good. I do not like to go to any of these...
Sorry, Annie. Jane Moore.
Hello.
From Luton in Bedfordshire.
Yes.
Talk to me for 30 seconds on the subject, please, of housing prices in the Outer Hebrides. I can't even say it. Go.
Houses are...
Housing! What a shame. Andrew Dutton. Hello, Andrew.
I'm on.
Hello.
Hello.
Talk to me about brass rubbing.
Brass rubbing.
Hello, Philippa. Can you hear me now?
Keep shouting.
Yes, you can hear me. Talk to me about the EEC. Go.
The EEC is a group of parts of the world which we are part of. There were 9 small parts of the world in it. These parts of the world are called lands. Lots of them like to sell things to each other.
It's happened. Nobody's won. Hooray! We get to keep the gong. There was a man, I believe he was an American student. I met him in Stratford-on-Avon, and he had a very, very perceptive appraisal of the American political scene.
George is a geek. Mike is lame. Ron is old. We are screwed.
What do you do if someone cuts their hand on a bottle of vinaigrette?
Put on a French dressing.
What do you do for burns?
Oh, yes, you boil up a haggis and recite poetry.
Good. Water on the knee?
Yes, water on the knee. I give it a little tap.
Oh!
Now, Clarence, what would you do for a wrenched knee?
Oh, well, this. That would wrench it.
And a broken arm.
The standard position for a broken arm is this. You've gone mad. Yes, like that.
But what if the injured person's a policeman, dear?
Oh, then it's round the back.
Yes. Of course, if things get really desperate,
yes,
you give the person the snog of life.
Oh, John. Now all we need is someone to practice on, isn't it?
Who said I deserve that? That's not fair. I must say one great thing about this fete, the fact that hasn't the weather been kind to us? We've not had a single problem with the weather, and that really does make a pleasant change. Don't forget, we'll have our tombola. We'll be doing the draw right at the end of this broadcast from the village fete in Upper Low. But we're now going to meet one of the people who is the mainstay of the organising committee, Mrs. Virginia Duff. Mrs. Duff.
Oh, Mr. Edmonds, I'm so pleased that you're here, such a famous television celebrity. Do you think I could ask you something rather special?
Oh, what's that, Mrs. Duff?
Can you get me Nicholas Witchell's autograph?
Yes, yeah, all right then. Now, Virginia.
Oh, call me Virgin.
Are you pleased with the way in which the fete is going?
Well, it seems to keep the common people happy, and I do try to encourage them. I've had 3 goes on the Cubs and Brownies Lucky Dip. I won 2 Boy Scouts and a woggle. No. But they asked me to judge the homemade wine event.
Do you make your own wine?
Oh, yes, of course I do. And it is rather special, though I do say it shouldn't. You see, the secret is in the way I filter it. I use my husband's vest. It gives it a sort of full-bodied flavour. Surprising if you knew my husband.
What other stands do you have here at the fete?
Well, there's Mr. Spencer's second-hand record stall. He's something in the city, you know. A bottle bank by the look of him. Oh, he's mad on gardening. Last year, he cut all his hedges into the shape of the Spanish Armada. Completely ruined my southern aspect. So I cut my hedge into the shape of a cannon and sank the lot of them. Oh, then we have a competition for the most suggestive-looking vegetable.
Oh, yes.
Mind you, Jenny Walker was disqualified for having a cauliflower that looked too much like Anne Diamond.
I understand it's traditional that you open the fete.
Oh, yes. I'm usually asked to do it by the chairperson of the fete committee.
Who's that?
Me. But this year, the committee insisted, against my better judgment, to ask our new vicar to do the honours. I'm here to tell you, Mr. Edmonds, he's not my favourite person.
Oh.
Well, he's not so much high church as low doss house. And he's really quite nasty. Oh, I mean, you should have seen the way he was handling Mrs. Jones's plums.
Yes, all right. Well, thank you very much.
Oh, they're gone.
Yes, thank you.
Oi, Sunshine, fill that up and leave the bottle.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Duff. Now, last week, you will probably remember that high spot of British cinema when we presented a viewer's home video. It was an exciting epic involving Lassie. Well, the rescue has taken place, and now we present Lassie Part 2, and the happy reunion of Lassie and his master.
Well done, Lassie. Well done, Lassie. We're going for a cup of tea. Yes, let's go. Come on. Straight to me home.
Hey, I say, you!
Oh my goodness.
What What do you think you're about?
Daddy, what have you done?
What's the meaning of this? Eh? Taking my best hunting dog.
I never did. This is my dog.
You took him, son.
I never
Hand him
did.
over.
No.
Come on.
You can't. You can't take him. He doesn't even like you.
Not meant to like me. Hunting dog.
Oh.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, but don't go, lassie.
Bully.
Remember, Shrek. Don't go. Don't go, lassie.
I'll make a deal with you.
Certainly, mister. Anything.
You have the dog, and I'll take the prettiest amongst these.
Oh, certainly.
There you go.
Dog. You take the prettiest.
Video, we'd very much like to hear from you. I can't wait to bring you Superman. We've got that one in the can. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Mr. Christopher Timothy. I do hope you're good with words.
I play Scrabble. My wife always wins, so I stopped doing that. I play I Spy, but my 5-year-old daughter always wins, so I've stopped playing that. So no, I'm no hopeless at work.
Well, we're going to play in other words, and the whole point of this game is that Ron, who is in the sludge cupboard, is going to have to try and identify some famous names that are hidden in other words. The words are going to be supplied by Christopher from clues that I give him. So a famous name might well come up like this example here. Any idea who that is, Ron?
Noel Edmonds.
Yeah, well, that's an easy one. Okay, so I would have given 3 clues, Christopher would have done 3 words, and hopefully you would have spotted that one come up on the screen. Now, the minus is that we've got some awful stuff up here. The plus is that we're going to give you the chance of winning 3 prizes. If you get 3 words, famous names, in 90 seconds, then we would give you a food processor, 4 would get you a portable television, and 5 would get you your own steam presser, which if I pull this, you'd certainly need. So 90 seconds, how many famous names do you think you can spot?
I'll go for 4, I think.
You go for 4?
Yeah, I'll be
That's not very adventurous.
Yeah,
4?
well, 5 is a bit too much, I think. I think it's very sensible.
4 in 90 seconds. You don't know what they are, do you?
Certainly not.
I do not know what they are. It's the first time I've handled these cards. So you've gone for 4. So we had the option there of a couple extra. 90 seconds, and it starts now. A shortened version of something you'd wear when it's raining.
Mac.
Pain.
Ache.
It's also the surname of a well-known actor.
Ache. Sore. Pain.
Oh.
Hurt.
Ow. Go back.
Sting.
You said hurt. You said hurt. They're giving it to you. If you... oh, this is awful. I can only think of a rude one. If you hit yourself and it starts to increase in size, it swells. Thank you. Something that you put on first thing in the morning.
Vest.
Casual thing
Shirt.
for around the house. You know, you
Robe.
sort of... there it is. What do you reckon?
Robert Maxwell.
Robert Maxwell. Good. No time. A telephone.
Telephone. Box.
A telephone.
Box.
You go and
Box.
make a telephone.
Call.
Another name for pup, but a lot of...
Hostels. Inns. Phil Collins.
Great. That's 2 down. No place like... No place like home. Yeah. Helps you work, rest and play. It's also a thing floating around in the sky.
Helicopter.
Mars. A coral has...
Reef.
Thank you. And stocks and...
Shares.
Here. Come on.
Omar Sharif.
Oh, I don't know what to do with this. It sounds like is.
Fizz.
Here
Biz.
we... No. Oh, no. Is that the noise? Oh, Ron. Oh, Ron.
Oh, God.
Oh, Ron, I think that's bad luck. Did you think Christopher did all right there?
Well, we've done his best.
I mean, I thought he'd rather let him down, didn't you? I mean, I think he really ought to go in there, don't you? Don't you?
No, I don't.
I'm so relieved. We were terribly worried about the weather, but it does look as if the weather's going to be all right. Don't forget, we've got our super prize tombola towards the end of this epic transmission from the Fete. But now a moment which I'm told is going to be uplifting for all of us. Chance for us to meet the vicar. He is part of the backbone of the organisation here. A rather unusual vicar. Would you please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the Reverend Shane Ritchie. Reverend...
We are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Everybody say amen. Amen. Life is a beautiful word that means forever, and that's a mighty long time. Everybody say, a woman. Because we are all lambs of God. Everybody go, meh. We are all chickens. We are all chickens! Looking for the seeds of love. Everybody go, fuck, fuck, fuck. Wait, my people, slow down. Slow down, people. We are all cows. No, wait for it, please. We're all cows living together in the pastures of love. Everybody go. You've got a couple of bullocks down there. Because I'm the man with the cloth with a difference. All the girls scream. I'm the priest, who's the beast, not to say the least. Well, I'm the vicar who's slicker than the elastic in your knickers. Get down! Oh, yeah. Now, I know that there's been a lot of people complaining about my methods in the church. But I mean, what I'm trying to do, you see, I'm trying to bring the church into the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Give it a bit of street cred. I've got rid of the organ. I said, organ, get out, organ. I said, organ, get out. Stay out of my life. And I've replaced it with a mega synthesizer and a 500-watt sound system. And also, I've got rid of the stained glass windows. See? Well, a sound system did that, but that's not important. And also, our weddings are unbelievable. You know the bit right in the wedding where the bride walks, when she walks down the aisle and you've got that tune playing, what was it? Mendelssohn's Wedding March. You know that bit? Well, instead of that, we have got Billy Idol banging out, what a good day for a white wedding. Okay, so that's brilliant, you see. And when they get up to the altar and they tie the knot, you know the bit where they tie the knot? It's moving, okay, it's moving. Well, as the couple are walking out the church, everybody gets up on their feet and goes, United! 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 And as the happy couple are driving away, we're all out there, all my punters, outside the church, going, there they go, there they go. Talking about driving away, we have got a car or what? Now it's none of this like your rollers, it's none of your limos. What we've got instead is a top of the range Escort XR3i. We've got the old Speedo stickers down the side. Yes, we've got the old bits on the front, bits on the back, and on the front of the windscreen we've got Tracy Loves Kevin. Now, we can change that, you see, if the names are different. But, you know, they very rarely are. You know what I'm saying? And on the back windscreen, we've got Garfield standing there going like that. You know what I'm personally trying to do? Is to attract a lot of the younger people into the church. I mean, before I come here, you ask a lot of the teenagers around here, before I came here, they thought absolution was something to get rid of the stains out your carpet. They really did. I've got a message. All those people that haven't been baptised, I want you to raise your arms in the air. Come on, all those people that haven't been baptised, raise your arms. All you sinners, raise your arms in the air. Come on, you sinners, and those of you, come on, you smiling, you're a sinner, get your arms in the air. Because we're going to pray for you. We're going to pray for the people who are sinners. That lady that needs her roots doing. Let's pray for that lady who needs her roots doing. Let's pray for that lady. And also, that gentleman in the back sitting with the red dress on. Let's bring them up! And this young man down here who's having trouble with acne. Are you having trouble with acne, son? Move to Romford.
Please write to Anne Robinson, Points of View. The Reverend Shane Ritchie. Ladies and gentlemen, our tombola will be with us in a while. Thank goodness the weather seems to be holding off. It has clouded over slightly. But of course, insider dealing is a subject that is very much in the news these days. And this is the point where the kids deal on the inside. Would you please welcome to the Fates, Robert and Catherine Heaney. Hello, Robert. Hello, Catherine. Hello. Lovely to see you. Don't look so worried. You've got a little boy called Daniel. Yeah. And he's a lovely, lovely kid, isn't he? Just let's find out a little bit more about you. Robert, I understand you repair washing machines.
That's right.
And you are worried because Daniel thinks that you look like me or I look like you.
Yeah. You think so? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm worried about that as well, actually.
Yeah,
And your claim to fame is that you used to have as your next-door neighbour, Billy Connolly.
I was the man that recommended him to stay in shipbuilding, never to leave it.
So if he'd stayed in shipbuilding, he'd be...
Could even have been redundant.
He could. Could have the world at his feet. All right, we've got some absolutely marvellous, sensational prizes, which we've managed to augment with all sorts of gifts and prizes from the Fate here. And we're going to play for some coconuts, first of all. All right, Catherine, don't worry. Daniel's not going to spill too many beans on you. I asked him, who is the most boring person in the world? Did he say... My dad. No, did he say Derek Jameson, Cecil Parkinson, Ian St. John, or somebody else?
Me.
You think he thought you were boring?
It's Ronald Reagan. Because he thinks he's the greatest and he gets bombs and things and blows everything up. He's very dumb.
Wonderful. I then asked him whether or not he could actually do an impression of Ronald Reagan.
Oh, I can do that. No way can I do it. Well.
Go on, what does he sound like?
Well, yes.
You'll be pleased to know you started with a win, because although you said you and it wasn't you, you did say something other than the three, so I'll give you the coconuts. What would Daniel do if he won a lot of money? Would he buy Scotland? Did he say he'd buy a new car? Did he reckon he'd give it all to me? Or did he say something else? And we'll give you an instant camera if you get it right. If you had a lot of money.
A Ferrari.
You think he'd go for a Ferrari?
Yeah.
I would put it in my building society for my holidays. When I go on holiday, I could buy anything I wanted.
Is there anything Dad is useless at, was the next question. Does he reckon you're useless at everything?
Yeah.
Nothing? Doing the ironing? Or anything else? There's a beer-making kit. I don't know whether you drink, but there's a beer-making kit available.
After this, mate.
Doing the iron.
Fishing.
Fishing? Are you reckon you're useless?
Yeah, absolutely.
Could be a good bet, that one.
Yes, getting thing. Because he's on a diet and he's eating lots and lots of vegetables.
Just wait till you get him home, eh? But it's done the trick. It wins you the prize because it was an option. So, what does your dad like about your mum? I asked Daniel. She's fun to be outdoors with. She's fun to be indoors with. She does all the housework. Or did he say something else?
Fun to be indoors with.
No, it does all the housework.
We're only playing for a rag doll, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
She likes going on a bike. She likes Caravans, I don't really know a lot because I wasn't born. 4 or 5 years after I got married.
Well, you were wrong, but it was a delightful explanation. I thought that was marvellous. Why does Mum like Dad? Was the obvious next question. Is it his thin body? If you can find it, says Ken. Is it that he gives you flowers at least once a decade? Is it his financial status? Or something else? There's a Walkman available.
Must be more financial status.
Financial status. Financial status. Hold it there. Daniel, what is it?
He earns a lot of money.
And for a gardening kit, I don't know whether you're keen on gardening, does Daniel want to get married? How well do you know your own son? Perhaps not really thought about it, not particularly, or something else?
I would go for not particularly.
Not
Yeah?
particularly.
Not particularly.
No.
Take it or leave it.
No way. I'll be too embarrassed.
You might meet someone nice.
Yes, but no one will get married. All my friends, like, in my class, if they still knew me, then I'd be very embarrassed.
So put it down as a not particularly, so you can have the gardening kit on that. And finally, what would you reckon is Daniel's favourite toy? When I said to him, you know, what would he most like? Did he say a pet whale, a cardboard box, his own sweet shop, or was there something else? And you could win yourselves a rotisserie if you spot it. You might well think that
if he was
a computer.
Yeah, that's what we go for, yeah.
I'm fond of Lego, but the favourite toy I ever had is small plastic soldiers. So a packet of soldiers would be my favourite.
No, but that was so fed up because you were wrong in the right way, because you said something that was other than the other three. So the rotisserie is yours. The chance to clip him round the ear is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Daniel Heaney. Hello. I have to ask you, do you think you're in trouble now?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you want as a toy?
A little pack of plastic soldiers.
A little packet of plastic soldiers. Now, you might well have been more greedy than that, and I think it says an awful lot about you, Daniel, that you wanted a little packet of plastic soldiers. I hope you haven't got those, but there is your little packet. And we love you so much and think you're such a super kid that we've got you a few more as well. You asked for a little, and therefore we'd love to give you a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, what a super family. The Heaneys. Well done. And now, the resolution of that particularly interesting pub game where you tie people together and say, sort that out. A lot of people say it's impossible. Well, certainly Jim and Rachel do make a meal of it. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim and Rachel, representing Home Counties West, are now going to attempt to release themselves from the tied dilemma of the ropes like that. Good luck.
Shouldn't you be Paul Daniels for this?
Put your legs through. Yes, that's it. Put your legs through. Climb through that hole.
Right
The
through the
hole.
hole under his head. No.
That's about the rest.
Yay!
No, we haven't got there, we haven't got there. You are so slow. I worked that out as soon as I'd failed. Now, what happens if we go like, well, I can enjoy this. Now, hold on, my arm's still going to be here if I...
That's it. Look at the camera. Yes! No!
God, this never happened in Busby Barkley movies. Is that true?
You under.
his foot. And look, we're back in exactly the same situation. Gosh, what a surprise, mate.
You've got your tin helmet.
No, we can't. If we could have got a part motor, we would have got a part. Right?
You're not actually back where you started, are you?
Oh, we've progressed then.
If I can remember.
It's terribly silly if you know this and I don't. Oh, you cheat! Oh! I'm sorry, I didn't realise you didn't say cheating was allowed. I know. Well, no, you don't want to see it. It's just shocking. Disgraceful. If they think I'm paying a licence after that, they must be.
Tombola time. Would you please get your numbers ready, and at home get your radio times, because you've got your personal number printed on the radio times. Could I please ask Mrs. Virginia Duff to pull out the lucky number?
0107464. And the lucky winner is Mr. N. Edmonds, care of the BBC.
What? Thank you. Thank you very much. I have won the tombola.
This is N. Edmonds as well. It's a mix.
Come on, I'm the winner. What have I won? What's the prize?
A holiday for two in the Greek island of your choice.
Great! With me!
That is a fate worse than death. At least there's one consolation, though. At least the weather's held off.